Hello, good afternoon, everyone. If I could have your attention, welcome to the Minot State University and Division of Humanities 2-minute lecture series. We're celebrating the liberal arts here and out and about in the world. Today we have Nicole, Thom, Arens, who's from the Communication Arts Division here on campus, and she will be speaking about journalists under attack, combating fake news. So without any further ado, Nicole.
Turn this. All right. I don't know that you can hear me, can you?
Close to the microphone.
All right. Cool. This is a weird, I feel like my audience. All right. When I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, fake news was part of the culture. I'd see it at every checkout, every time I visited the grocery store in my rural North Dakota hometown. And it was easy to identify because the headline usually featured an alien. Despite what President Trump says, fake news is nothing new. But it has become more difficult to identify. So here are 5 steps in determining legitimate news. First, if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't true. Outrageous articles play on existing beliefs, so pay attention to that voice in the back of your mind, however quiet it might be, questioning the validity of what you are reading. Second, seek out other sources of information. If the story is real, there will be other publications of the information, so compare them. Look for similarities and differences. With the spread of information in society, it's important to verify what you are reading and watching. Third, look for a byline with a contact email or phone number. Fake news that's entirely made up, doesn't usually have an author attached to it. If someone's not willing to own the material in the article, there's a good chance that the information shouldn't be trusted. Fourth, does the publication name its editors? An editorial staff is a gatekeeper. Editors strive to catch mistakes and errors before publication. Fifth, look for corrections. The media is run by humans, so there will be errors. Journalists will make mistakes, and as consumers it's important to know this, but it's also important to hold journalists and publications accountable when mistakes are made. Even the best, most skillful journalists can get it wrong, but what matters most is how they correct those errors. As consumers of news, be responsible. Broaden how you get your news. Journalists should be public servants, giving citizens information they need to effectively self-govern. So avoid sensational headlines because they're entertaining. News is not meant for entertainment, but for information. And be prepared to read and hear real news that you don't agree with, because opinions about information aren't the most important aspects. Before believing and sharing the next implausible story read on social media or heard on cable, ask yourself if it passes the credible news test. Thanks.